Hello, everybody, and welcome to part one of the Tracy Beaker tea. Why have we not done this sooner? I do not know. I have just had the most epic Zoom call with my good friend Dani Harmer, aka the legend Tracy Beaker. My name is Chelsie. I used to play Louise in the story of Tracy Beaker. And like I said, we've just had such a wonderful catch up. We've just reminisced on so many beautiful memories. Thanks to all your wonderful questions for jogging our memories, by the way. We got so many questions sent in. No, we didn't cover barely any of them because we were just going off on one, but we do spill the tea. In part one, you've got like a catch up with me and Dani. Dani tells you what she's up to next. Then we talk memories, favourite scenes, rap parties, tutoring on set, things like, did the cast get on? So grab a cup of tea, indulge in part one, and I'll see you on the other side. Hi, Dani!
Hiya!
I'm so excited!
Not as excited as me.
You've been in my kitchen with me.
Thanks for being in my living room.
Look at us with our cups of tea. What mug have
Mine's
you got?
earlier than yours, though. I've got Henry VIII on mine.
That's sensational. This is so this is such a loop,
Cheers.
actually, isn't it? Cheers, babe.
We're rated them together. Look at this.
This
Nice.
is sensational. We are here to spill the tea. Why haven't we done this sooner, by the way?
I actually don't know. We should maybe do. We should make this a weekly thing, mate. We've got so much to catch up on.
We have a lot to catch up on anyway, but the amount of questions, it took me about half an hour just to like read through, just to skim through, because we're not going to be able to get through them all. So I was like, just got to make sure I don't miss any like proper decent ones. And there are so many, I'll show you in a minute. But I think
when you said that to me, and you were just like, I was like, oh my. We're going to have to do a series. This is ridiculous.
Basically,
we're going to be here all day. I've got things to do, mate. I've got kids to pick up.
We're parents now, Dan. Like,
right? I haven't slept in years.
I'm 1 year down with no sleep. How many years are you?
Oh, just the 8.
Just the 8. Oh my god, as if Avery Bell is 8, by the way.
Look at the bags.
I don't know, after 1 year, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm still in those night feeds. It's sensational.
Oh, mate. To be fair,
no, go on.
She was the good sleeper.
Yeah.
And she kind of like lured us into this good, like, I was like, oh, this is all right, you know, because she slept from like 6 weeks. I was like, this is not And then Rowan came along and he is just feral. He like, nah, he doesn't know what sleep is.
Oh my god. And how old's Rowan now?
2.5.
Wow.
So he's
an age in itself.
He's in our bed every night. He uses my head as the pillow and Simon's back for his legs. It is just next level, mate.
Wow.
But, yeah, so enjoy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm praying though that I've got it the other way round. So like maybe I've got the bad sleep now, and then maybe if I'm lucky enough to have future kids, they'll be the little dream and they can just sleep through. Let's hope, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just have like a football team of feral children.
You never know. Oh gosh, what happened? Oh no, I pressed all the buttons. Oh my gosh, where have you gone?
You flipped! She's back.
See, I'm a mum now. I don't know how to use technology. No one texts me, and no one ever texts me. Why is it that this happens when you've got stuff to do? Right, I'm going to tell you. Okay, right, I'm back.
She's back in the room. Right, you're okay. You're still landscape. You're fine.
See, I don't know what happens, right? But when you have kids, like all of your friends vanish. I don't know whether this happened to you as well, right? But then the minute you have something to do, someone like messages.
Pops up.
They just pop up. And like, do you want to do something today? No, I'm busy.
No, I'm busy. I'm having a cup of tea and we are business mode here on our Zoom call. Don't mind us.
Correct. Anyway, I went on quite the tangent there, didn't I? So I'm really sorry. I do that quite often.
Great. No, we love that. I miss you, girl.
I miss you.
I know. It is crazy with mum life though. This isn't going to be like a full mum chat Zoom, but we are both mums now. And when I said earlier, like, why haven't we done this sooner? I mean, I've only been a mum for a year, so I've not really got much of an excuse, but life is just crazy. And it's been like, well, 22, 23 years since Beak started, which is, you know, just a couple of decades, but it is, I think it's mad when you go through your whole teenage years because you don't really, you're just being you're trying to be a teenager as well. Like, obviously for you, you were filming well, you haven't stopped filming. So you're navigating growing up as well as filming, as well as trying to, you know, have a normal friendship circle and just live life, and then work, and then mum. So it has just been, and now I don't know, it's just at this point where I just thought the other day, like, I mean, you must get questions all the time, because I get them quite frequently still, and it's just like, give the people what they want. Why don't we just get on, have a cuppa, we have a catch up, and we'll just have a chinwag.
Absolutely, yeah. And it is weird, isn't it, how like time has just escaped us. It's been like, because I feel like we met up like only yesterday when we went and saw Clive in Prince of Egypt, but I feel like, wasn't that like 4 years ago or something?
It probably was, yeah, because that was like before I like moved to London for like a year, and that was before that. Like,
you've had like a whole baby since I saw you. Like,
100%.
It's ridiculous.
I had met Ian,
but only just like
he was new. He was like boyfie.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, tell me about your new bloke.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, he's a northerner, like blah blah blah. And now I've got a kid with him, and I'm about to marry the guy. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
Yeah,
but that literally feels like last month. So time just it just goes so quick. Oh my gosh, how old do we sound?
I know. Oh my god.
Back in the day.
We'll get to that. We'll get to back in the day, because that we're gonna have to really jog our memories as well. By the way, because my memory.
I know. As soon as I've had a sleep, it's like instantly forgotten. So I'm hoping between the two of us we can like piece things.
Yeah, because you'll remember things I don't, and vice versa. The questions have helped a little bit as well. My mum even messaged me when she saw on Instagram all the questions. She was like, "If you need me to like remind you of anything," because like maybe she's absorbed more. I don't know. I was like, I think I'll be all right, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, just quickly before we get into the questions, like, what are you up to now? Because that is like a massive question that most people are asking anyway. So just like for the little catch up bit, fill us in, because you are so busy still.
Yeah, so I've kind of decided to take a wee little step back from the acting malarkey, because I sort of wanted to take a new little path in life. I've always had like a real passion for directing, actually. So I've been super lucky that I'm just about to start on a new project. I'm going to be that person where I'm like, I can't really talk about what I'm going to be directing.
Stunning.
But I will say that everyone knows it very, very well. And it totally makes sense as to why I would direct it. So that's all I will say.
No way! Oh my god!
I'm totally going to tell you. I'm totally tell you in a minute.
Okay.
I'll totally tell you.
Oh my god!
And I'm sure people are going to work it out in a minute, but it would totally make sense as to why I would direct it.
Okay.
That is all, people.
I'm actually trying to guess, and I'm like, do I know?
Yeah, and I start shooting in a minute. It is up north.
Oh, okay.
That is my tea.
So when you say me, like, I'm going up north to film.
Yeah.
Behind the camera, not in front this time.
I'm behind, yes. I'm super excited. I know. So yeah, people have taken like quite the leap of faith with me, actually, because obviously I've put my work in, so I've done a lot of shadow directing. On the last series of the Beaker Girls, I directed quite a lot of scenes and stuff. I shadowed throughout the entire series, and yeah, they liked what I did with it. So yeah, I've been given.
I think you have enough experience.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've been around it my entire life, and I've got a real passion for it. So yeah, I've been given this awesome opportunity to direct.
I remember you back in the day. I remember you being excited about like the director's like chair and everything. Like it was.
I really was. I was that kid that just needed to be involved, and I was like, "What are you doing? What does this do? What does that do? What does this do?" I was that child. But I'm kind of glad that I was, because it just meant that I just picked up so much, and that's really helped me now. So yeah, so I've just been given this really cool opportunity. So I'm so nervous though, mate. Like literally, I'm like, I can't even sleep at night because I'm like, oh my God, I've only got a few more weeks. And yeah, I literally start prep in like,
it must be totally different. Like I haven't got that perspective of where I wouldn't even know where to start, right? But like when you're having all the scripts, rather than just like learning your character and learning your lines, you have to know everything, everyone inside out, angles galore. Like
I know. See that bit I don't mind because I feel like I know all that because it makes sense for me to do this job. So I kind of feel like I know the characters maybe.
Okay.
And I've maybe worked with some crew before.
Okay.
Well. So I'm proper giving you some proper here, mate. My goodness, I really shouldn't be talking about this.
I assume you're going to be.
I feel like
edit that out.
Yeah. I'll really get told off in a minute. The bit that I'm most worried about is like editing, because obviously as actors, that is one part of it that we never get to see. So I'm like, when I get into like the editing suite and having to put it all together, I'll be like, I do.
Information.
Yeah, because obviously I know that the majority of it obviously does get done by the editor, because I ain't actually got to press any buttons, so that's good. Like,
I'm gonna say, yeah, that's another job altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you just saw what I just did there with the Zoom. I mean, like, I don't know what I'm doing with technology, so thank God that bit. But I wouldn't have a clue. Like, yeah. So hopefully, obviously, I'm still going to get help where I need it. I'm still very new and fresh to the thing, but yeah, actually being on set and that kind of bit and working with actors, that's the easy part for me, because I've been around it my whole life. But yeah, I'm still pooing myself.
Yeah.
But I'm excited though, and that's the important thing. Like, I've been wanting to make this leap for so long. So yeah, to be given this opportunity, I'm just super excited. So I'm really hoping, as long as I just don't want to be poo. I just don't want to mess it up. I just want to do a good job and then hope that it leads on to more. And
yeah, I'm sure it absolutely will. And it's not like it's your first. I know it kind of must feel like a first day at a new job, but it's not. Like you can picture what it's going to be like. And like you say, if you know some of the crew and stuff anyway, it's just that first day, isn't it? It's just, it's all in your head. It's all in your head, but you will just naturally fall into it.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
100%. How exciting! Right, well, you have to tell me about that after. I'm well excited.
I will.
Right, just sorry, but let me just load them all first, because
I mean, that is an epic amount of. Can I just say thank you so much to everyone that sent in a question, because I think now we've got enough to make a series, a podcast, a movie, a book series. I mean, whatever else.
Not a movie of a movie of us now.
A movie of us, yeah.
A movie of Insta and the comment box. Yeah, obviously, guys, we'll get through like as many as we can. There are quite a lot that are like similar as well that obviously follow suit, but we'll do as many as we can. But yeah, I mean, if Dani's up for it, I'm well up for another one of these anyway, and we can get through some more.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not even gonna like start at the top. I think I'm just gonna go random, because
just in money mo, you'll do.
And mine, let's go. Right. Okay, do you still get recognised? Come on, Dani.
No, never. Nah.
Oh, stop it. I was going to say, literally the one time that I was in London with you, I was literally like, well, this is annoying, isn't it, for you? I was like, Christ, can't even have a cup of coffee.
I know. Do you know what it is? It's the hair, innit?
Yeah. And the fact you look, and I mean this in the most complimentary way, you look incredible. Like, you look you still look so young, and you're glowing. I constantly get the articles of like, Christ, don't she look different? Isn't she aged? Yeah, I'm 20 years older. Just because Dani doesn't age 20 years, some of us do.
No, it's because you've actually grown, as in your height. I stayed the same height. Like, when we go out, I'm like that. Chelsie, down here, mate. You're like,
I should go that way. Yeah, oh, funny.
Like, is it raining yet? Let me know when it rains up there.
Oh,
No, I think that's why you do look so different, because you did actually change, but
yeah.
whereas I literally did, I've still got the same face and the same hair and the same height and everything.
Yeah. That's the thing, the hair's so iconic as well, isn't it? Like, when will you get on public transport and stuff on your own, are you ever like, or when you're on your own, it doesn't have to be public transport, are you like cautious, or are you more chill about it now?
Oh no, I'm a bag of nerves.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think but that's just coming from the fact that I'm a woman. So you're just full of anxiety anyway, aren't you, when you're on your own? So I'm just an anxious person. But I think with me being who I am, just adds like that extra layer of like anxiety. So it's really fun.
There's much more chance of someone approaching you, and they hopefully, and most of the time they're lovely as anything, but not all the time. You probably want like a selfie or whatever.
Yeah, well, to be fair, like I've never ever touched wood, like I've never had a bad experience, so I don't know where the like bag of nerves comes from. But yeah, I am just an anxious person, and I think what it is since we've had camera phones, I'm well aware that we've had camera phones for a really long time, but I still remember the time when we didn't. And before camera phones, life was like so much easier because people did actually approach you, because that was the best way. And actually that was much better for my anxiety, because the only way people could have an interaction with you was by actually physically coming up to you, asking if it was actually you and having a conversation. For me, that's much better, rather than people pointing, whispering, taking sneak pictures. That's a please. If you've ever seen me, that is the worst for me. Because you're already like a bag of nerves anyway, as like a woman worrying about your safety, walking about on your own. Like, please, if you ever see me, just come and have a chat. I would much rather it. And like,
want a picture, come and ask for it.
Oh my god, come and have like a decent picture. Like, why do you want a crap picture of me like shoving a croissant in my face, or like a blurry crap one from miles away? Like, come and get like a decent picture. And actually, I'm an alright person. Like I can have a decent chat as well. Like, so that's probably a better story to tell your mates as well, rather than like a sneaky, crappy photo. Yeah, please do come say hi. Because I hate all the pointing and the thing. It does make me go a bit like, I don't like people.
When you feel way more like anxious and
yeah, absolutely. So.
Fair play. You must be so used to it now. I don't recognise. I get the odd like, where do I know you? Where do I know you from? Like, I get that. Hardly anymore. But even when I was younger, I never really got recognised. It was more of a, do you go to my swimming club? Like, where? Like, no, don't go swimming. No. Like, always played dumb. Oh dear. Right, let's find a good one. Oh God, some of them are so like, right, what was your favourite memory? Like, how can you even answer that question?
Oh God, favourite memory. I mean, there was, it's like, how do you pin down like
how long is the string?
Might be a whole lifetime of work in one memory. I don't know. There's so. I'm
trying to make a memory like with you and I think it's probably the rap parties.
For sure. Is it when we used to do all of our performances for a crew that just didn't want to watch any of the performances?
Weren't we so annoying? And at the time, we just thought, we are the dogs.
Yeah. And you know what it is because like, since having my 8-year-old, who I honestly, I worship, and I love watching her shows, but sometimes I just don't want to watch her shows. And now I'm like, I was that kid.
Yeah.
I was that kid.
We constantly, like, even not at the rap party, like in the green room and stuff, we were constantly singing at the top of our voices. We did get told to shut up a couple of times, 100%. And I don't blame them now. Because
the amount of times that we rehearsed Eternal Flame.
Eternal Flame?
For the rap party. They must have absolutely detested us. Literally. Like, seriously. And out of all the songs to practice, why did we do Eternal Flame? Like, why that song? Like, that's so random.
I think that was that with Moni as well. So there was like 3 of them, 3 of us, and we were like, were we doing harmonies and taking it real serious?
We had choreography and everything, and I do remember. I think wasn't it Jay who tried to join in, but he couldn't sing, so we were like, "Sorry, this is just girls." Sorry, mate, you're out of the girl band.
Sorry, you're not an Atomic Kitten. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. So, oh, is that why? Does Atomic Kitten have just bought it out?
I'm thinking so.
Right, that would totally make sense. Because there's me thinking the Bangles, like
Oh,
that
they were
definitely
Atomic
old
Kitten.
band.
Yeah, no, it was the updated. It was the 2000s version. Yeah, but at the rap party, so this was year 3, season 3, when we got the big pink limo for the rap party.
Right.
And, like, it was end of filming, so I got my hair cut because we weren't anymore filming, and like I just remember a black lycra catsuit, right? I thought I was Kylie Minogue because the neck like came all the way down here. I obviously didn't have a cleavage because I didn't have breasticles at that point, but I had a brooch to bring this bit together so that there was no, just to make it
nipples
child friendly. So I was in my black catsuit and I had makeup on and I had this fresh cut where my hair couldn't be more straightened if it tried. And that was when you were wearing your like army camouflage.
Yes. Oh my gosh, and I wore my black weird hat, and I straightened my hair for the first time.
Did you straightened it as well? Yes. Oh my god, you
did
some like epic Lara Croft queen. Like it was a vibe, and we did a dance. I want to say it was like a Britney or a Madonna song or something, or
was it in it to like Toxic or something?
yeah, I feel like it was something like that. I don't know, but we did it like it. Oh, I can't. I'm cringing so hard because this rap party, like everyone was having a nice time. There was like a DJ, and then we must have been like, guys, it's time for our performance. So if you could step back,
you could just make a circle round us.
Toxic or whatever it was, and we probably started like this. I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm just some like isolations or something. I'm dying inside. Oh, who were we? But epic. I think like just those memories of.
Yeah, and I do remember Montana thinking it was a good idea to go round and drink the leftover drinks that had been left on the table. So I decided to copy. And I remember getting really quite drunk on like people's leftover like WKDs, like little swigs.
That's hilarious. I had no idea that because like
little leftover dirty backwashes of people's like alcopops.
That's sensational. That's epic.
Like I'd have been under tables. Like,
oh my god! It's funny because I think you and Mon were 2 years older than me. Well, still are obviously, but like that's quite 2 years. But back then, like between like 10, I started when I was 10, so 10 you were 12 when we first met. That's actually quite a massive age gap, or it felt like at the time. I did feel like the little sister. It was quite.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was like.
I do remember feeling like quite protective of you because I do remember there was a couple of times where me and Montana used to like sneak into her room in her like flat, and we used to take the toaster for a walk so that we could use it as a lighter for our cigarettes. But being like, don't tell Chelsie because we know that we don't want to corrupt her with the cigarettes because she doesn't even know what a cigarette is. Like, and we don't want her to know what a cigarette is.
I still am to this day the most like innocent person, and I must have been even more naive than I thought. Like I was probably just on set like la 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 la, this is so nice. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But also, how dumb were the chaperones being like, why are you taking the toaster into the bedroom? We'll be like, oh, we're just going to make some toast.
I really want some crumpets.
As if you make toast in the bedrooms. Like, yeah, just taking the toast.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, kids.
Yeah, kids are making toast in their bedrooms. But yeah, we didn't have a lighter, so we just used to use the toast.
Rebels.
such rebels, mate. You should nick them out of Nisha's handbags. There you go.
Excellent. Oh, I do remember Nisha smoking a lot. Because I just remember her like full on Elaine the Pained Up, like full on like hair, like obviously like her outfits and stuff were not what she would wear in everyday life.
Blue eyeshadow up to here.
Yeah, literally, she's there with a fag all the time. That is amazing. Oh, I'm loving this so much. Right, we must move on. Right. There's so many, like, did Tracy eat the worm?
No, that's child abuse. Of course I didn't. It's the BBC, that's too far.
That's so funny. And actually, there was one I saw earlier that was like, and did Justine put it down her trousers? But didn't they put like a little plastic bag in her jeans?
Yeah, so it was actually, yeah, so she did actually hold the worm, but I do remember there being like a little bag.
Yeah, there was a little bag. I remember that because she was still like, I don't want to do it type thing.
Yeah. Mine was just like a bit of licorice, I think it was like a bit of licorice.
I remember I remember it being a worm, but you just dropped it.
Yeah, but then I did actually eat something, but it was just a bit of licorice.
Habba.
Yeah.
I love the props room. I just found fascinating. Like,
yeah, it was pretty cool, wasn't it?
So cool because it was so crafty as well. It was right crafty. It was.
Right crafty.
It was right crafty, but I remember the props people just being cool arty people. How funny. Did you like everyone on the cast? I mean, yeah. I mean, we were kids, obviously, so well, maybe it's just me again being naive, but I can't remember any fallouts or anything like that.
No, I'm sure we probably bickered and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what you do when you're kids. But I don't think.
And they're long days, so you get tired and stuff. But
yeah, I'm sure there was a bit of
yeah.
I mean,
I don't remember at all, genuinely. But I just think we were in such this bubble where we just really appreciated.
Appreciated what we were doing.
Yeah, because we were so lucky. It was so different from what any other kind of kid would experience.
Yeah.
We just
And it was so fun. It was so fun. We were doing such weird stuff. And also, I think so many kids sort of came and went as well. So every series there was new kids, and so
yeah.
And obviously you do tend to be closer with some and not others, and that kind of happened. But no, there was no not that I remember anyway.
Yeah. You and I were really close all the time. I remember always you being my go-to person, 100%.
Yeah, I think because we were very, very similar, so.
Yeah, exactly. And our mums got on really well as well, which was really cute.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, our mums were so naughty.
Julie and Jilly.
Julie and Jill.
Jill and Jill. Jilly. Oh, epic.
Yeah.
Epic. And a lot of people are asking about the school situation, because did we what happened with school? So I mean, explain that one.
Yes, we used to have a tutor on set, which was great actually. It was knackering though, because we were working really long hours, and then when we were not on set, we were in a classroom, so it's no rest for the wicked, really.
I wonder if that's legal now. I wonder if, well, you would know actually, because you're still doing it. It's still exactly the same, hours wise.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more strict now. You have obviously when that first series, on that first day, I don't think I had any tutoring because they just totally forgot that I needed any. So I was in every single scene, and they were I can't actually be here all day, and in that time I'm supposed to have at least 3 hours tutoring, and they were oh yeah, where is that 3 hours of tutoring supposed to go? Yeah, so they were okay, we're gonna have to really rethink this entire schedule.
Because it was 7 till 7. When we got the call sheets, we would get the call sheets the night before, and basically you have a number attached to your name or your character name or whatever, and you find out literally the night before what scenes you're pretty much filming the next day. So because not only are you filming all day, that evening then you go back to wherever you're staying, and then you'd have to learn the lines for the scenes that you're doing the next day, because obviously you can't learn 26 scripts or whatever in one go. So tutoring on top of that, it's a lot, isn't it, when you think about it?
It is, especially at like the age of like 10 and 12. Like, you're pretty young.
Yeah.
And I had like an epic amount of dialogue as well, especially in that first series. It was very, very Tracy heavy because they hadn't thought it through very well, I must say. But like, since that first series, they did learn, actually, we need to not be so Tracy heavy because scheduling wise it's just not working. And needs to actually have some tutoring because this is ridiculous.
So it was filmed in the summer holidays. So when it was like the 6-week summer holidays, we didn't have to do tutoring then. But I think, I don't know if it's changed over the years, but we used to do 12 weeks filming. So the first 6 weeks you would have to film and tutor. And then the second 6 weeks, it was like, oh, thank God for that. We can relax a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I still had catch up tutoring to do though, which was a pain in the bum because I didn't get all mine done.
You didn't get it all done? Oh my God. That's intense. Yeah. It's intense.
I know.
I'm going to have to stop you there, guys. Part 1 was just too much juice. Oh, excellent. We really hope you enjoyed that first little taster. Part 2 will be coming, my friends. We've got another juicy half an hour coming. In part 2, we've got things like the audition process, filming locations, favourite scene together, relationships on set, and I also quiz Dani on a Tracy Beaker superfan test. So look out for part 2 and see how she scored. Guys, if you loved this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on part 2. And we'll see you then.